Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now we've been sent a new debut Sudoku puzzle, a new variant, and this one's come to us from Tonya Wright, who says it's her first go at creating one. She thanks us for the content. She's buying the app. It's all great, and she's been inspired to try setting a puzzle. So this one's called Lucky 7 Sudoku. We've got a kind of clover leaf in the grid. I think it's only a three leaf clover, but never mind. Now, lucky 7. In this puzzle, the green cells can only contain the numbers from 1 to 7, and there are at least 5 7s in the green cells. So those are the rules, and do feel free to have a go. We've got the puzzle saved as usual in our software. You can try it from the description field and see how you get on with this. I'm obviously going to have a go as well, and you can watch my video either first or after you've had a go to see how you do. So let's have a look. It's an interesting concept. Let's start with this notion that the green cells can only contain the numbers 1 to 7. Now that means obviously that they can't contain 8 and 9. And in this central box, 7 of the cells are green. So the other 2 have to be the 8 and 9. Now I'm going to try and use Simon's corner notation here. I'm not very familiar with it, but there we go. Now that's quite interesting, given the position of those 8 and 9 as they bear on this box at the top. That means these yellow cells can't be 8 and 9, but 8 and 9 can't be green either. So these 2, I think, have to be 8 and 9. And that is a reasonably useful step. Now I can see 2, actually. We've got a 2 up here and a 2 here. Therefore, the 2 in this box, given this 2 as well, the 2 in the top right box has to be there. One of those 2 has to be a 2. 6 has to be in one of those. 1 has to be in column 8 down there. 6 is in one of those 2 cells. 4 in one of those 2. Just using a bit of Snyder notation. Look at 1 and 6 across the middle. So we've got 1 and 6 here. We've got 1 and 6 here. In the central box, they must be in the row 5. And because 8 and 9 have taken up the white cells, they must be a pair there. Now that's good for this box because it can't include 1 6 or 8 9 or 4 3 or 2 5, which are next to it in the same row. So 7 there, and we can finish off the other 2 cells in the box with 2 and 5 as well. That gives us a 2 down here. 5 in one of these 2 cells. Yeah, that's good. Now 1 in one of these 2. What else can we do? Look at this 5 and this 5 as they operate on this top right box. They rule out almost all the cells, and we can work out that 5 goes in there. And look, 9 is in one of these 2. So along with the 4 in the same row, that's ruling out everything but a 3 from that cell as well. So that done, we can put in a 4 9 pair. So we've got 5 or 6. Look, yes, this can't be a 5, so that's a 6. Go back to the normal. Sorry, I'm not so used to Simon's methodology, I'm afraid, so it's a bit slower for me to use that. 6 in one of those 2 as well. 2 5 1. Now let's remember 8 and 9 always have to be in white cells. So one of those is 8. And down here, look, we've got 4 in one of those 2. The other 2 must be 8 and 9. So 7 and 3 are that pair there. That looks quite helpful. 3 and 7, 3 must now be up here somewhere. 7 in one of those two cells. Well, 4, 8, 9 there. 5, 1, 2. No, I thought that would be more helpful. Oh yes, 8. 8 must go up here. 5, 1, 6, 2. So 9 must be down here in one of these three, and in one of those two. 6, 2, 4. 3 in the central column. Yes, look, we've had this for a while. 3 there and 3 there. That gives us a 3 here. That puts a 3 in one of those two as well. These are 1 must be in one of those two, and 7 must be in one of those three. 2, 3, 4, 8 has to. This is a 1, 5, 7 triple now, so 8 must be down here. Sorry, let's do that right in the corner, and that resolves the 8, 9 pair at the top. That puts a 9 here. 9 there. This is now an 8, 6 pair, and that resolves the 1, 6 pair in the center. This is a nice puzzle. I like the way it's all coming together now. We get, well, this isn't a possible 1 anymore. This is now a 4, 7 pair. So we don't know which way round that is yet. We don't know where 7 goes in this box at all. Now, what else can we do next? Drawing to a little bit of a halt here. Things very hard to resolve in the central row. Okay, but let's remember the rule we haven't used yet. There are at least 5 7s in the green cells. 1 here, 1 here, that's 2. 1 here, that's 3. 1 probably there, but we're not sure. But a maximum of 1 over here is 4. So there has to be a 7 in at least one of these cells, and that means this one can't be a 7. So now, given it can't be 6, 2, 3, 4, 8, or 9 from the column, or 5 from the row, that must be a 1. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, that works, and that must be a 1. So now we've got a 5, 7 pair here. Now that must be helpful. We've got all the 1s done, actually, I think now. Almost all the 2s. In fact, we can finish off the 2s because we can take that one out of the corner and we can put a 2 in there. 7, 3, 5. Ah, yes, look, 5 has to be here because of this 5, this 5, this 5, and this 5. They all operate on this box to put a 5 in there. And that 4 now can't be in those 3, must share one of those 2 with the 8. So it's a 4, 8 pair. These are 3, 7, and 9. And remember, 9 can never be in a green cell. Excellent. So 9 is on the outside, and that lets us place, 9 on the outside. Yeah, there we go. 7 and 3 in the central ones. That's fixed this 4, 9 pair. That fixes this 7, 4 pair. This is nice. 3 and 9 must be this way round. 6 and 7 down here, but I don't think we know which way round they are yet. 4 and 8 in this column. Yes, there's a 4 down in this bottom row already, so that's 8. 4, that fixes this pair. Oh, this is falling out nice. Good puzzle. 9 there, 8 there, 4 there. That's good. Now 4, 8, 1, 6, 2, 5 and 9. Not quite done yet. 3, 4, 9 to go in down here. Okay, that's fairly straightforward after all. That gives us a 6, 7 pair here. Oh, look, 7 in row 8 or 9 there, 7 in row 8 or 9 there. 7 has to be, therefore, in row 9 there, in one of those two cells. And we know that 7's in one of those two cells. Where can 7 be in column 1? Only here, suddenly. That's a nice... It's a nice, I'm going to call it a finish, because I think that's going to get us home. 7, 5, yeah, the 8, 6 is resolved. Look at that. That's a really neat finish to this puzzle. 9 and 7 here, and 7 and 3 here. There we go. Cloverleaf Sudoku, lucky 7. Well, there may be other ways through that, but the way I found struck me as extremely pretty. So thank you very much to Tonya for that. It's a good puzzle. Let us know how you got on with it. I may have been unwise to postpone thinking about the 5 7s in the grid. In fact, there are 6 7s in the green cells in the end, but the rule was, I think Simon slightly adapted the rule from what Tonya sent, but the rule was at least 5 7s. And it's worked really nicely. That's a good puzzle. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic in the new year. Bye for now.